We moved into a quiet neighborhood last year. Me, my husband, and our daughter. Simple life, simple goals. But there was one thing that stood out immediately. The house next door. It looked lived in. Lights would turn on in the evening. The grass was trimmed. Packages would be taken in. But in the whole 6 months we lived there, we never saw the neighbor, not once. We waved at the house sometimes, like idiots, left a welcome note, nothing. I asked another neighbor about it. She just gave me this weird look and said, I wouldn't bother them. That should have been a red flag, right? Then one night, around 2 a.m., I heard footsteps outside. I peeked through the blinds and saw a man, tall, in pajamas, walking back into the house next door. He turned around before going in and looked right at me, like he knew I was watching. The next morning, I told my husband. He said maybe the guy works night shifts and just keeps to himself. Okay, fair. But then things got creepier. Our daughter, she's 4, started talking about her friend from the window. We live on the 2nd floor. When I asked her what she meant, she said, he waves at me from the room with the yellow light. I asked her to draw him. She drew a man with no eyes. I'm not kidding. No eyes. Just empty circles. One night, I decided I'd walk over and knock. Just introduce myself. No more mystery. I walked up, knocked once, and the door opened. Just like that. Inside, everything was covered in dust. Cobwebs everywhere. A couch that looked untouched for years. But the lights were on. And the worst part, in the middle of the living room were dozens of packages, all unopened. Some were dated 3 years ago. I ran, called the police. They did a check, said the house was abandoned. Owner died 3 years ago. No one had been living there. When I told them I'd seen someone, we'd all seen someone, they just looked at me and said, Ma'am, we've had reports like this before. We moved out the next month, but sometimes, at 2 a.m., I still see that yellow light and a man waving from the window.